Hello everybody, a Roblox animation YouTuber with over 2 million subscribers has just been exposed as having done something inappropriate with a minor. A ton of videos were released on it, and I actually released one myself, but it was mainly Parlo's video that made him respond. So today we're going to be talking about his response, and also I'm going to go over all the new evidence that Parlo released inside of his video. But before I do, make sure you guys go ahead and like and subscribe with notifications on, and comment down below your opinion on Potemer. Will you still be watching him after this, or have you never heard of him? Let's for a quick sec go over what actually happened, just to refresh your memory or in case you didn't see the videos. Potemer was born June 23rd, 2006. Now, more victims have actually came out about Potemer ever since people have been dropping their videos, so I'll actually go over that and just show you another one of his victims, starting with the main one. She was born in December 13th, 2009. So their exact age gap would be 3 years, 5 months, and 20 days, which is quite a massive age gap, especially when you consider maturity levels, as whenever they met up, he was 16 and she was 12. So 16-year-olds can drive, work a job, pretty much everything. Meanwhile, a 12-year-old is literally still a kid in middle school, so they're still running around the playground, and I feel like Potemer is just really disgusting for going after a 12-year-old instead of somebody his own age. Here's the proof that he was well aware. As you see, the interviewer asked the victim, was he fully aware how old you were? So he completely knew she was 12 and still met up with her. And the proof is a direct conversation with Potemer, where the interviewer asked, given y'all met up in person that day, it went down, I assume it wasn't a long drive, like both your states are bordering each other. And Potemer says, I flew to her state, basically admitting that he flew to a 12-year-old house. And the bottom photo is actually confirming that they actually met up for inappropriate behavior, in which Potemer specifically wanted to do inappropriate things with a minor, which is exactly why he met up with this 12-year-old. He ended up doing it, and not only did he do it, but he also admitted to another Roblox animation channel. The interviewer asks, do you have any proof that he did it? And then this animation channel says he told us in VC. So Potemer actually told multiple people that he did this, which ultimately led to his downfall, as this is a really disgusting thing, and I feel like every single one of his fans should know about it, and especially the parents of the young kids that his videos are targeting, as he makes Roblox animation videos, so he definitely has access to minors, which is definitely not a good thing in my opinion. I feel like that's not safe at all. But now that you heard and seen the proof of this happening, let's take a look at Potemer's response. He posted on his community tab about an hour ago, and it says, it really disgusts me and saddens me to read all of these hateful and untrue comments. I wouldn't think I would have to tell you all about my personal life, but now I realize that so many of you actually believe it. So here it goes. The incident everyone is talking about happened nearly 3 years ago. I had just turned 16. My mother and I went on vacation and met up with a close friend that was 3 years younger than me. Our mothers arranged it a couple months in advance. I honestly do not like how he's using my mother and our mothers, as he was 16, so there's no way you had no idea. I feel like he's trying to manipulate the situation into people thinking that he was like a child, when really he went on that plane to go and meet a 12-year-old, and his mother truly didn't have much to do with it. It's totally possible he lied to her about ages and everything. Even if the victim's mother and him or his mother have talked, it still does not guarantee the fact that all the parents are actually competent and know what's going on with their kid. Both Potemer and the 12-year-old could totally be lying, as I'm sure they didn't tell their parents that they did inappropriate stuff, as they were very young and it really should not have happened. My mother took us to the movies, to lunch, and an indoor amusement park. We were all together in public the whole day. People are saying we did things that we didn't do, or that I forced her in some way, and it's all lies. So right there, Potemer is claiming that it's all lies, that nothing even happened, and I feel like that's not true at all, because of what the victim said in a previous screenshot. As you can see, the interviewer asks her, alright, what's the day y'all met again, and what state was it in? She says Florida, and I think the 26th of July of 22. I hardly remember. The interviewer specifically asked about inappropriate behavior that they may have done, and she basically confirms it in the screenshot. Now, if you think that this screenshot is fake, then you obviously won't believe this, but I personally think that it's real, because Parlo actually did all the research, so if it's not real, then it would be something to do with him faking the screenshots, which I don't think that he did, especially since he has a reason to lie and say all this is fake, since his reputation's obviously being damaged very heavily. So in my opinion, he's lying just because that's all he has left. All he's gonna do is try to cling on to this lie because he can't accept the truth, which is that he's a horrible person for having done this. Potemer continues saying, our mothers were there. There were people that are making videos about me with screenshots that are twisted and taken out of context. Even worse are the fake accounts pretending to be me and making things up. As you can see, he does not say that Parlo faked any of the screenshot. All he says is that they're, quote, twisted and taken out of context, end quote. So he doesn't claim that Parlo's those screenshots are fake or anything. He just says they're taken out of context. And in my opinion, there's no context where a 16-year-old and a 12-year-old should be meeting up. So that doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't matter how much you take somebody out of context, you should never as a 16-year-old be flying to a 12-year-old's house to meet them. Potemer continues saying, strangers are calling me PDF when I was a minor myself. Today I am 18 and she is 15. Nothing about our ages is illegal. We are still friends and she was horrified at the lies that people are saying about her. By definition, he is not a PDF, as the age gap is only 3.5 years, but I feel like he is still really weird, and he says that the ages are 18 and 15 now, like that would make it any better at all, which it definitely doesn't. 18 and 15 is still like pretty bad, and 12 and 16 when it actually happened is way worse. Now I'm sure the victim is horrified of what people are saying. I've noticed that some people are actually leaking the victim's name and stuff, which I don't approve of since she wants to stay anonymous, but overall I feel like this situation's definitely real, and all his fans should definitely know. Potemer continues saying, all of this has really taken a toll on my mental health, and it makes me question if I should even keep doing YouTube. It was always my goal to make wholesome content that my younger siblings could watch, and parents could feel safe having their kids watch. I feel like Potemer's fans thought he was a very safe person, but after all of this happening, I definitely don't think he's a safe person to watch, and I feel like if you were one of his fans, this guy is a predator, and kids are watching this guy, it's just like really bad, because he could be preying on kids, as he has met up with a 12-year-old in the past. And 3 years is not enough to actually change. In my opinion, you can't change once you do this, you can't come back from it. 3 years is definitely not enough to still be interacting with kids on a daily basis, as you just can't be trusted at that point. He continues saying, these disgusting comments make that impossible. For those of you who have supported me and know the truth, thank you. Your friendship will never be forgotten. But if you don't believe me or want to tell lies about me, then see ya. Now I have actually spoken to one of his former friends, Mace, who is a mod inside of his Discord server, and he is now disavowed and is no longer Potemer's friend, which is really good. I feel like all his former friends that have abandoned him after finding this out are actually doing the right thing, because this guy is just disgusting. Like, him making videos on a children's game is just not okay anymore. I feel like at this point he should either quit or YouTube should just delete his account, because unless this guy has no access to kids, really none of his fans are safe. In my opinion, you can't really change, even though he says over and over that it happened 3 years ago. The fact that it happened in the first place is just insane. Like, him bringing up his mental health out of everything, what about the mental health of your victims that now have to deal with the fact that your disgusting actions have caused them to also now be involved with this? No one likes these situations, and certain Roblox YouTubers won't even talk about them because of how disgusting it actually is. I, however, feel like every single Potemer fan needs to know at all costs what this guy has done so they can stay safe. So if you know anybody who's in the Roblox community, make sure you share with them this video, because Potemer is still on the internet. YouTube hasn't taken him out. He hasn't been arrested yet. Really, he should be arrested because it was definitely illegal, and he still has access to kids, which is really bad. So make sure you guys go ahead and like this video and subscribe with notifications on, so this video gets recommended more to Potemer fans, so they will all know what he has done. Make sure you also comment below, do you think all these screenshots are real or fake? Do you believe Parlo? Do you believe Potemer? Just let me know anything you have to say, any feedback in the comment section. Who won, Potemer or Parlo? Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully Potemer doesn't do this again, and if we spread this message more, hopefully he won't be able to. I hope you guys have a good day, and goodbye.